Hello and welcome to episode 8 of our Eduz-Vacyn campaign. In the last episode, we finished up our wars over here in the west against Irlium, Varamhar, Brasartenshus, and Elizna, with the Elizna one ending in a white piece when we finished the Summertall investigation, finding out that it was members of the Old Sun Cult. They were a terrorist group that were trying to make us all fight each other, in which they succeeded in that, but they did not expect for us to maybe come out as strong as we did. If anything, they made us much stronger, which we will take. Now we are dealing with Zokka and their vassal Kog'Zalla. We are just going to full annex Zokka here. Probably not get Kog'Zalla as a vassal, though Kog'Zalla does own some things in Bulwar. So I think the peace deal is going to look something like this. Ooh, I might just have to full annex Kog'Zalla, unless I want to get them as a vassal, which, to be clear, I do not. So we're going to get rid of them. Other than that, we're just kind of building up things slowly but surely. We need to do some development to get some building slots. We need to do a lot of development, actually, to be clear. We need to start building a spy network on someone who is a sun elf. We were going to wait until our truce with Elizna was up for that, which is going to be in 1498, because I want to go in and take them out, or at least kick them out of most of Bulwar. So for now, let's go ahead and build a spy network just so we can get some claims as well. Alright, and you guys can move down. I do want to try and sneak in a war against Wild Hunt here sooner rather than later to kick them out of Bulwar. I don't really want them here anymore, and I would like their territory so I can defend myself a little bit better. As for points here, we just need more admin points. And also, we are going to switch out infrastructure for admin ideas. Well, infrastructure would be nice. We're going to need admin ideas. We just do. Otherwise, everything's going to cost a little bit too much. Alright, we have Seadan separatists. We can send a group of guys back up to deal with those. And we can just continue sieging down. Avert thy mortal eyes. A vision has come upon our land. Blazing eyes falling down from the skies as deadly stars, melting the enemy's flesh down to bone. Our generals and advisors have been encouraged to make sure this vision becomes true, and the finest artillery experts of our nation have been urged to focus on making sure that looking at our troops is as dangerous as looking at the sun. Okay, cheaper mill tech cost. It's a bit intense, I won't lie. But okay. We do need to state all of this stuff up here. Again, that's just more admin points, though. Another argument to just be at peace for as long as we possibly can. We've built up a bunch of troops. We are technically losing money now because of that. Not a big deal. But yeah, we are now, I believe, at our land force limit, right? Just under it. We can live with just being under. Alright, there's the siege of Kog'Zalla. Let's just fight their troops, and that should be the end of the war. Here we go. They have fully surrendered. Yep. Take out all of Zokka's troops, and then make the flip to left. Perfect. Alright, take out all of Kog'Zalla, take out Zokka, give me one of my diplomats back, and peace out. Just like that, we have finally gotten rid of Zokka. Go ahead and core all of this. We can upgrade some centers of trade in Davharal and in Seta Dazar. That's wonderful. Alright. Get these troops up here. Now, against Wild Hunt, they're Tech 5. We are Tech 8. I should probably send a decent amount of troops over to help in this war. Not that I'm necessarily scared of their troops themselves, but I do want to make sure that when I push out into the Forbidden Plains that they don't get rolled. Because there are centaurs at the end of the day. Even if they are behind on tech, there's still a chance they can cause some issues. Alright, Wicked Eyes, Wicked Hearts. I was going to wait for the truce, but I don't think we need to. Well, let's see what happens. Wicked Eyes, Wicked Hearts. The Summertall Summit was the last opportunity for peace and unity, and a vital one, sabotaged by servants of the dark. The cult is broken into pieces, with kingdoms attacking their neighbors out of fear or petty ambition. Fields burn, gardens lie unattended, people lose faith and drown their fears in alcohol or worse. Bulwar itself suffers. If we hope to survive through this time of turmoil, we must prepare for war. We must summon the remaining faithful and prepare to protect the faith. We will banish the darkness from our hearts, from all of Bulwar. The light extinguished happens. The ashes of Samartal have settled on the blood-stained fields. Many things perished in that estate, along with notables of Bulwar, and the subsequent wars have been shattered any kind of trust and unity that ever existed or could ever exist in the Garden of Suriel. The people, and even members of the clergy, have begun to lose hope, surrendered to the vision of a future that seems darker with every passing day. Even worse, the Sun Elves have lost confidence in their duty as chosen. Samartal represented a huge failure, their failure, as guides of the Bulwari and protectors of Bulwar. Many have approached the temple asking to be exempted from their duty because they cannot bear the guilt of failure. Others have fallen into alcoholism or worse, taking their own lives. In all of Bulwar, the people believe the light has been extinguished, that the darkness has taken over the garden. It is our duty, as the first temple, to prove them wrong. Don't abandon hope, the sun will come again. Lose 10 temple power, permanent claim on Sarian and the Avamazon areas, which I already have. Army equal to or larger than Sarian. We own all provinces in Sarian and Avamazon. Fall of Serral Zuir. Before Zokka's invasion, the king of Sarian was in charge of protecting the temple, and the Kashra of Vacyn was one of his chief advisors. Since then, our paths have diverged. The lands of Sarian are ruled by the dark, and both humans and elves suffer because of the negligence and failure of Serral Zuir. Serve the Chosen is one of the main tenets of the faith, but we serve them so that they, as Suriel, can protect us from the dark. As a temple, we have the obligation of guiding the people of Bulwar towards Suriel's light. Serral Zuir fell into darkness. We can't allow the same to happen to the faithful peoples of Sarian. Permanent claim on the south, east, and north Naza areas, on Harklum, and on Bulwar. There we go. Now, Shubad. The event Shubad has happened. We need a mage tower in a Bulwari culture province and a Sun Elf culture province. Okay. Ooh. We will gain access to the Magi estate. Oh, we need that so badly. That'd be so nice. And we have unlocked the Sun Servants idea, and we need to do a lot of development. Holy cow. What do I value more? Do I value the core creation cost or the development cost reductions? Why am I losing so much money? Hello? We have lots of force. I did build a lot of cannons, didn't I? Yeah, I have 10,000 cannons. That's fine. We'll make do. We'll make it work. Alright. Hopefully last war here for a little bit. Let's go for it. Again, risky. Wild Hunt. 3 techs behind, but still centaurs. Get rid of that edict there. Truce with Versartan Schiss is up. Gained a CB on Rakaz. Now, who are you? You are not monstrous. Okay. That's fine. Now, I do need to push out into the plains in order to convince them to peace out of this. And I'm literally just looking for these 3 provinces. That's it. That's all I want. These 3, we can go our own separate way. Now, if you make me siege down more, I'll probably ask for money. Oh, and their capital's right there? Versan is about to attack Irlium? Huh. Cool. Yeah, best of luck, Versan. What are you? Bound Buffoon? No? Well, he's gonna do it. At the very least, that will slow Irlium down and make them keep wasting their resources. So I cannot complain about that. Keep getting claims on Elizna, by the way. Make it as cheap as possible for us to take. Now, we do unfortunately have a very bad leader, a 2-2-3. I'm really hoping they die soon, and that I can get a better one. Also, centaurs have horrendous fort defense, so we are able to take their capital fairly quickly. Now, the problem we're going to run into is that this is a show superiority war, which means, number one, I want my vassals to go back to their own territories because they're going to cost me war score. Number two, yeah, we have to win battles. Right now, this is all flatlands, which means they have a very large advantage. Kufu needs a temple. Kedarada needs a higher opinion of us. I mean, I wouldn't mind allying Kedarada. Never mind. They're about to lose their stewardship. It's not worth it. In that case, I will go for the mill dev, because we have to do some mill dev anyways. Yeah. Let's get our mercs over here. I would prefer if I go to war with my, or go fight with my mercenaries compared to my manpower pool. We'll see though. Just need to kind of be a little bit careful here. I'm anti-monster against Yazel Mora. Yeah, those are the shadow trolls. Or sorry, the swamp trolls. They have a lot of troops, so something to keep in mind. They may cause us issues if we are not careful. Wild Hunt still on medium enthusiasm. Probably should have grabbed a claim, but too late now. We're already here. Can move in. They tell me I can get some inno by taking another divine idea. It's fine. That's 2 national unrest. And the power in the east is completed. National idea. The priests of Eduz-Vacyn always had an influence over Eastern Bulwar, leading it in their own right during the Akal Kashra, Priest King era, when the temple held control over all the Eastern Bulwari people. Eventually their rule declined as gnolls invaded the Upper Saran, but they never were conquered by foreigners, as the petty kingdoms of Avamazan or Azgasur always guaranteed their independence for the sake of the faith. Eduz-Vacyn is thus the natural arbiter of Eastern politics, and it shall remain so forever. +1 Diplo rep, 10% improved relations. Poor uniforms, it's not great. Also, good luck to Brisson. They're in their independence war right now. Any chance? Nope, not yet. Okay. Well, in that case, let's start making our way towards City Razor's capital. That'll give us another decent chunk of war score here. Also, uncovering Terra Incognita while moving through here. There's 15,000 troops right there. We should be able to siege this down pretty quickly. Yeah, we need to send these 14,000 down to deal with the rebels. We're starting the Shiss is about to attack Earlium. Okay, so it seems like Earlium's probably dead, which is good. We like that. That definitely benefits us. There we go. If we can take their capital. Thank you. And, I mean, I kind of do want to fight them for some money. But there's no way we can catch up with them if they run away, so we're not going to worry about it. Thank you. Nice and easy. No reason to overcomplicate things. We'll have to decide what we want to do with the centaurs eventually. Because they did get rid of the harpies here. So, I mean, the harpies are, you know, they're here, but we'll have to, like, convert it or do something to get them back. Or get rid of them. We'll see. You know what? Just leave that for now. You can make your way back to here. Truce-wise, we have Eliza that we can go after, and we probably should, but I kind of want to chill and recover some admin points as well. Like, we need admin points to get to this core creation cost. So maybe that's just what I focus on. We have that admin advisor cost reduction. I have a level 3 advisor. That's probably one of the reasons why we're losing some money here. And there is Shubad. Alright, that means that we need to start building some mage towers. Several decades have passed since we gained our independence. They've been hard years, with many crises and wars that have been severely affecting our people, and one of the cases of our continued struggle is the prohibition that Jex has established because of her delusions, and that the Holy Telerios maintained. Humans are incapable of mastering magic, they said, naming the atrocities committed by the Magi prior to Jaheir's arrival. But during Jaheir's rule, humans were allowed to use magic, and they worked side by side with the Chosen in the development of new spells and techniques, following the Jaheirian statute on the use of magic. However, times change, and magic is increasingly a necessity if we want to maintain independent. The clergy will not agree, and our neighbors will look at us with suspicious eyes, but perhaps magic is the power that we Bulwari can, must, and need to master. There is a word that reflects what we need to do. Shubad. Reclaim what is ours. We should meditate on this. The decision that will give us access to the Magi estate is now enabled. Alright, so in order to do that, we need to build those 2 mage temples. Or, mage towers. So one of them needs to be in a Sun Elf province. Let's put that in Sariand. And then we're going to need a second one in a Bulwari. Is it any Bulwari? Yeah. Any Bulwari province will do. So probably in our capital. Seems like a pretty reasonable place to build it, if I had to be honest. Cost 346 to get there. We're not really making that much money. That's alright. We can go and beat up our neighbors for money at some point. Speaking of beating up neighbors for money, their great conqueror is dead. I don't really need to mess with them though. Why poke the hornet's nest? You know? We can do a little bit of recovering here. Chill out. We can probably drop autonomy in some places. In fact, we can state this stuff up. How's that gold mine looking? The gold mine is looking like it needs to be developed. Encourage development. I know that we need points to develop other places, but that gold is going to help us immensely. Look at that. Oh, 7.34 ducats from gold. Beautiful. We're also getting some gold from Shad Arash as well, but that's mountains, and I don't really feel like doing that. Feels like a mistake to develop that at the moment. Are you gonna go deal with them? Yes, you are. Perfect. Forgery of documents, more admin points, always. We can start to convert that. We can convert Harklum. I can enforce religious unity, and I can full state this, even though it's very expensive, but it will make the conversion last a lot faster. Which I definitely want to do. Segdir wants to ally me. I'm still of a mind to vassalize them. No, we'll be nice. Sure, I raised their hold one time. You know, one hold raising between friends. Knowledge recyclers. A new development is taking place in Eduz-Vacyn. Gnolls, being, after all, unparalleled in their ability for scavenging, have been raiding the trash piles of the province, and by some freak of ingenuity that our people cannot imitate, managed to produce cheaper tools and furniture than those of the local craftsmen. Obviously, said craftsmen have now come to the Akal Kashra to complain and demand that something be done to prevent this undercutting. However, more pragmatic people in our court can see a non-zero benefit to letting them carry on. I do like the idea of getting the money from the Gnolls. The light of the world. Divinity is the beacon that guides us towards prosperity. Its earthly representation comes with our exemplary ruler, Asric I, whose life has been dedicated to the expansion of our faith. Thanks to his persistent efforts, people all over the world are leaving behind their doubtful and erroneous beliefs in search of the light. Okay, so Oz Hentir converts. Cool. It did not. It straight up did not. Oh. Do you want to know why? It's because... Is it because of our policy? Not our policy, our privilege? The light outside the garden? Because that's not in Bulwar, so it just converted to a non-evil religion of that religious group, which is Kvang Gahag. Kvang... Or is it Kvang Aga? Something like that? Which is a different Gnoll religion. So it shouldn't actually count towards religious unity problems, but who knows. Maybe it does end up doing that. Command's going to attack Ashikuma in a war. Yep, that's a very large command, I'll give you that. Seem to be doing well. And in our capital, we can build that mage tower. Make sure that we are moving towards completing that mission. You can drill. And get another general here. We're about to get some Siadan separatists, so let's go ahead and make sure that we are up there and ready for them. We're just doing a bit of recovery here. We're getting back to our manpower. We're not necessarily in a huge rush to deal with these guys. I'll take that cheaper trade efficiency, thank you. No cheaper admin advisor though, kind of sad. But we're doing all right. Another 100 admin points. Thank you very much. And I will hire, or I will get +1 possible advisors. Local rule. We're very close to getting this core creation cost. And then we can start to... Ooh. Hello. How much war score is Bulwar? Clear the war. Oh, I don't even know what I was saying before, but now it doesn't matter. We found another opportunity. We found a way to isolate Bulwar from any possible allies like Elisna. We're going to take advantage of that immediately. Alright. You don't need this many troops there. I do want to send, that's what I meant to click, at least one troop onto Bulwar's capital in case someone else declares war on them. I don't think they will, though. We have 2 corruption. We could probably buy that down a little bit faster. Okay. Brisson does not want to become our vassal because they have no trust. I suppose that's fair. They also just gained their independence, so I have a feeling they're not too keen on immediately jumping back into being someone's vassal. That would not make much sense. As for this, let's just get cheaper war taxes. We need a admin advisor. Let's go for national tax. Make some money. I like making money. Convert that and that. And now this stuff will be cheaper to core. Though we are over our governing capacity. So once we're at peace, we will probably see some land so I can give out some more privileges to get even more land. So I take all this. We should be able to take it all in one war. We'll see how it goes. Here's the Siege of Bulwar. Oh, I can start peace out Bulwar. No, we're fine. Yeah, I don't care about aggressive expansion. It doesn't matter. If someone starts to form a coalition, then we just fight them immediately. We'll solve our problems. Okay, let's grab some seized land here, and the Shibari, you will get governing capacity. How close are we to like a empire? We're getting there. Slowly but surely, we are getting there. Yeah, see, we're gonna fall really far behind on admin stuff. Focus admin, please. It's fine. And you two can go back to the capital, and you can stay here. Amazing. Okay, perfect. So you can convert that. In fact, you can throw these guys on autonomous. Turn the local missionary strength off. It means that there's only one more Jad province left. Okay. You can work with that. We'll get these Jad guys out of here sooner rather than later, I hope. We are about to have some rebels up here. Let's move them around. That'll work. I mean, we need to develop institution. Wait, this gold mine already depleted and I just didn't notice? I just straight up did not see that happen. Well, I suppose in the end, that's not the worst thing in the world. Because that does mean that I can get it closer to developing colonialism, and I suppose we just develop the rest of it here. Yeah, I mean, Tech 9's important, though, so maybe not do that immediately. I also need to turn... Okay, you're already a vassal. That's good. And I need to build a fort up here. Just for my own peace of mind, if anything else. It's not like I think that Huron Uleg is going to attack me. It seems that Wild Hunt has done their formable. That does make them a little bit scarier, but there's a very, very nice Salt province here, which gives an additional 15% defensiveness. So we can go and smack that down, and we can watch the centaurs rot on our forts if they decide to try and take them. Considering that not only centaurs do they have negative defensiveness, they also have negative siege ability. So they're not very good at that. They're very good at fighting. That's what they like to do. More advent points. Always. Always just more advent points. That's what I need. But yeah, we're like at our capacity here. I don't want Bersardenschis to get out of hand. That's my main worry. Also, he's allied to Bersardenschis, so that's kind of a difficult war that I might not want to do. Varmhar would probably be our best choice for our next expansion. But again, like, I have so much I need to core. I still need to get this idea. I don't know, maybe our best plan is to just chill. Is to just sit here for a while. I don't want to do that, but like, our mission tree requires a lot of development in the provinces we own. I would only assume that it wants us to own everything. Unlocks a temple dictate. Admin efficiency +5 for 10 years. Holy cow. That's pretty good. I won't lie. That is pretty good. Considering that we can also get core creation cost in regions. Yeah, we get a tolerance increase of dwarves. It's fine. Like, we're at max manpower. We have money. We're fully recovered from our large spree of wars here. I will take that cheaper admin advisor. Thank you. And apparently we have a mission complete, which is the Shubad. Magic has always been a difficult topic for the temple. Erubash, the god of magic, was the one who killed Mother Saran, and since his crime, god kings, demon summoners, jinn cultists, and power-hungry magi have plagued the garden. However, there is a group of magi loyal to the temple, the Kashipti, or exorcists. They are a holy order composed of practitioners of light magic, masters of purification spells. While now the order is composed exclusively of elves, its members believe that opening their ranks to humans, like in times past, will reduce unrest while at the same time increasing the strength of the magic users loyal to the temple. We will gain the Magi estate, but will not have access to reduce research regulations privilege or associated events. Alright, now we need to make sure that our Magi are loyal. We need someone in Western Canor or in Eskin that has 100 opinion of us. Someone in Rahen or South Hales that has 100 opinion of us. And someone in Sarhol that has 100 opinion of us. And then plant growth no longer causes devastation? Oh, baby. We do want that. That, on the other hand, is bad. We just went under 20 crown land, which kind of sucks. And we automatically get the Mage Organization Jaharian statue, which gives 10% Mage influence. It also gives -1 natural unrest, 2% missionary strength, 5% clergy loyalty, 10% clergy influence. Shoot. Okay, no, we're good. Their base is at 66, so we don't actually have to give them anything. Well, let's start improving our relations with people then. We can improve with you. We can improve with you. Is there any other specification here? Nope. They just need to like us. And Laurent hates us. Of course they do. Busalar, though, does not hate us. We will improve relations. That works for me. In fact, Busalar would be a pretty decent ally, I think. Yeah, honestly, Busalar's probably a good choice for an ally to contest all of this. The good news is that we will be able to contest any of these three if they try and form the Phoenix Empire. Because the Phoenix Empire forming would be very, very bad for us. They are a difficult tag to beat. They're very strong militarily. They would get permanent claims on us and would immediately try and kill us. Oh, I could have grabbed the Diplotech there. It's fine. Honestly, I'm gonna slow down my Miltech to get this development going. Risky for sure, but I don't really plan on going to war here anytime soon, and I outnumber everybody else significantly, so I don't think they will be willing to attack me. Just a risk that I'm willing to take here. Take all that as well. Khufu needs a temple. I'd rather gain devotion and loyalty, to be honest with you, than lose it. Conversion-wise, we're working on it, even if it might take a while. And these have minus 100% because it is light outside the garden. So it does not count towards our religious unity, which is nice, which means our religious unity is at 98%. Alright, well, a little bit more of a chill episode. We did a couple of wars here, finish up our Zokka war, beat up the centaurs a bit. We're just going to have to figure out when the best time to move forward is. Want to make sure we're caught up on tech. Like, we can still get governing capacity from this, and we're right at our governing capacity limit. I believe we've given out all of the privileges now for governing capacity, except for the nobles. Yeah, but we have to get our crown land back now, too, because we got access to the Magi. But that's good that we got access to the Magi. We want to make them strong to give us some all-power cost. But that's going to be it for today. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.